the Minister for Planning, or the action I seek is for the Minister for Planning to travel down to Harkaway, a beautiful part of the world, and meet with the residents out there in relation to the new gallery, which has been approved, the Rosemore Gallery. There was a committee put forward in relation to this gallery application and went through the former minister, and the former minister signed off the minutes before he resigned or retired from the role of planning, and the new minister coming in should be coming down now and speaking to my residents down there. This weekend we've met with many residents. We've also had many speak up, including Sean Williams, Melanie Harley, Bruce Wood, Helen and Geordie Fife, Brittany Van Stencil, John Fletcher, Roland Crantock, Alicia Hansford, Jeanette Hurd. We had many kids that have come along as well to some of these events to talk about the impact of what would happen with this gallery that's going to be put in on King Road in Harkaway. The proposal put forward is not just a gallery, it's also a convention centre or a function centre that will hold 150 in one section and 100 people in another, so it could hold up to 250 people at a time. And for those who know Harkaway and know the area and know King Road, it's a dirt road that you can't get two cars to go past. It's a very, very narrow road. We've got memories of the road because back in Ash Wednesday my father crashed his car whilst trying to get out of Ash Wednesday at the bottom end of that hill because the road wasn't wide enough when the flames were around that area. Obviously, luckily, he was fine, but that's the style of road on. It's one of those really big country roads that the residents have loved for a long period of time. The people living on there are all on broad acres and they're quite proud of the area they live in. And their concern is in relation to fire danger, of cars getting in and out if there's a fire through there, which we've had in the past. Their concern is around the traffic movements going past the primary school through the little town of Harkaway, which has one shop. So we're not talking a big town, we've got a shop. If you go down the other end, to get out the other direction, you'll have to go down a fire track, which is currently mud, but they've been told they'll have to turn that into a tar track. And whilst that would be common sense and safe, that'll go out to Beaumont Road and no one will rule out that'll then become a thoroughfare. So residents on Beaumont Road in Berwick are also concerned with traffic movement coming through after functions 11 and 12 o'clock at night if you've got 300 cars going from the gallery. The one thing from the community they will say, they do support the idea of a gallery. It's the location which is the biggest issue. It is in the middle of a green wedge zone, which the function centre would not be allowed if it was just a function centre. Because it's got the art gallery, it gets around the conditions and finds that loophole. But I say to the Minister, come out and hear from the families, the kids, the school and the local community, because of the 521 submissions you had put forward, 83% opposed, and yet it was still supported by the government. You need to come out and listen to my community.
Thank you to the member for Gembrook for his adjournment matter regarding the Rosemore Gallery at Harkaway. I'm advised that in June 2022, the former Minister for Planning approved this gallery, and it did follow extensive community consultation as well as careful consideration from an independent advisory committee, and that a report was provided as such. The decision has been made. I'm advised that it was made carefully and the decision won't be revisited in that context. I'm advised that the gallery will display an internationally significant collection of artworks valued at more than $500 million and establish on-site accommodation for visiting artists and gallery staff. I'm also advised that approximately 100 jobs are expected to be created during construction of the project, with another 150 ongoing jobs once it's operational, and I'm sure that will also be of great interest to the member for Gembrook and his community. I'm also told that in relation to some of the concerns that the member for Gembrook raised in relation to traffic in and out of the area and other such types of concerns, that there are strict requirements that have been imposed on the development to mitigate against any potential impacts on the surrounding community as well as the Green Wedge area. So I thank you for your adjournment matter and hope that that can clarify some of the issues for your community.